Hey, what is up, guys? Cronjimmy 2.0 here from Team Lastwell, and today I'm going to bring you some dual replays of Zefra versus Star Surf Shaddolls. And as you can see, his first turn he goes into the stick chair stuff. He gets all 3 chairs, draws a bunch of cards, destroys the chair. He has 6 cards. My Chi-1 goes boom. I don't really care. So yeah, this is a Zefra Zings, because like all I know how to do is play Zings. So this is the newest iteration. And in this moment, the game isn't looking too good for me. I don't have many things going for me. My scales kind of got boomed. He has a BLS. Now this is cool. See where he uses Book of Moon on my Chi-1? Now when it dies, it will not be banished. So I make the Black Rose, and I just stack Jiaotu. So then he gets to search a guy, so he grabs the Falco. So I poke for 19 and pass. Now he's gonna set his MST and his Falco. So I make a Goyo so I can take the Falco. And then knowing he's going to be flip summoning this to get the Shaddolls fusion, I just made a Beals. So even if he does make a construct or something, it can't actually kill it. So he goes Winda, and he just sets a bunch of crap. I just start beating him down with Beals. And there he gets his Shaddolls fusion. So now I max the on the Shaddolls fusion. Since Falco and I believe a Scepter. So at this point, this is all that's keeping me in the game. Now he has 2 Shaddolls fusions. So EMST is my book, which is kind of upsetting because I was wanting to use the book during his turn to make the Shaddolls fusion fizzle if he didn't have the refinements on field. Okay, so here's where I get worried. Because Beal's effect just activated, so I'm like, oh no, this is going to destroy it. But the other effect that keeps it alive is continuous and can't be negated by that. Beal survives and keeps me in the game until Phoenix Chain hits it, and then I'm just like, well, I hate my life. So then he goes stupid plus, and he Raigekis me. So I go Jiaotu Chi-1, and he lets me get into a Samsara, and I bring back Beals. Now you might be seeing this card and wonder why it's here. Well, I sideboard Jinlock, and yeah, and he gave up here. Yeah, I guess he just didn't have anything left. So I'll be back to you in a second with another game, and we're back with our other game. And as you can see, this was game 2 of a different match. So I did side in the Jinlock. These are actually 2 different Shaddolls players. And they seem the same to me. So then he sets stuff. He actually opened Raigeki, which actually really hurts because I go Jinlock here. So I make Arclight, and then I overlay the Revolver Chain, detach the Arclight. I just stack a random card, and Arclight searches out that searches out its Ritual Spell. He sends that for the fusion. I get Coloss out. He's under Jinlock, but of course he has that Raigeki right there to wipe it away. Nah, I just get smacked in the face. So I have double Dark Hole. I wonder what I'm going to do. It's Dark Hole. So he gets Thunder King. He punches me with Thunder King. So I copy what I did before, and I Dark Hole. And got it Talshi, and just poke him in the face a bit. He gets El Shaddolls Fusion, and he makes a window. He gets a search and a draw. Because, you know, that's fair. No, he didn't crash, obviously. But I did. So window gets El Shaddolls back, and then I grab Zefra. Zefra to you? Zefra, you know, I don't know. Yeah, you can see how this is going. Set beast. He goes into no fun. And he clears that. So it's time to go path. So I put back some junk. I get my scale. He's like, LOL no. And I'm like, LOL yes. Pendulum summon. So he Valors this to stop Nothon from being destroyed. So I search my counter traps. And then I accidentally misclick and set G1 when I meant to normal it to make a Armades to run that over. Or, never mind. It wouldn't have mattered because he had chain the off. So he goes Fusion, he makes another window. Sets a Falco. Normals a Falco, thinking he can sink, but he can't. Search a path. Grab a Jiaotu. We're going to use path. And we're going to pendulum summon a bunch of guys. Once again trying to kill Nothon, but he once again Valors it. So I'm just trying to get my board set up to where he can't actually clear everything. So then he goes into Leo. Construct Advex the El Shaddolls, or the Shaddolls Fusion. I accidentally bring Chi-Wing back. And yeah, it was a pretty big misplay right there. But then I draw the Jiaotu, so I'm like, oh good. So I Boxy away the Falco and window, and I'm just like, okay, I win now. So I Pendulum Summon. And you go pop pop. Go into a Chow Fiend. I could have went to Boxia and spun back the thing, but I wouldn't be able to get over this. So I make a Metaphorus and take control of Leo. I have 2 counter traps set. He has 2 Shaddolls Fusions and Para. So I negate Shaddolls Fusion by banishing Zefraxi, and then I negate Shaddolls Fusion by banishing Zefrani. So he's left with the Para, and that's all for the game. So yeah, Rim type Synchro monsters, man, they're pretty good. And we'll go to the last game now. Okay, so here's the last game. Now, this is the fun tech card I'm playing. Kind of like it. So I set this, and I set my 3 cards, and I'm just like, yay. That's all that I'm seeing right now on rated on here on Dev Pro is just Shaddolls. So I'm gonna max these. I don't really need to say all this stuff out loud, but I just don't want it to be like too quiet. The Pero is my trap card, and I was pretty sad actually because I really like that card. I don't know why. I guess I didn't attempt to Jiaotu because I was afraid of the Valor. Because I knew he was playing like multiple Valors. In the previous game I had seen like 2 or 3 of them, so I was like, okay, we'll go the safe route. Since Jiaotu is a really big minus, which it doesn't go off. So EMST's my counter trap, and then he flips up a stake and kills this, and I was like, uh-oh. I can't search. So then I set a monster and pass. Yeah, so he's gonna attack that thing. And I'm gonna get that. He's gonna pass it. And I'm just gonna wing it because I'll lose if I don't do it. So I get these out, and I go into just a big box here, and I bounce stuff away. I set a creation, and I poke for 28. He draws a Valor here. Now this next part's pretty interesting. So I flip creation, destroy this, summon Chi-Wing, creation, grab beyond. So I make an unkillable by battle Herald of Arclight, which pretty much makes this Shaddolls Fusions dead, but I need to negate that. Even though I guess I could have just let it resolve and banish him, but I didn't want to deal with that. So he sets that. And now, this time he chooses to affect Vader. So I'm just like, okay, that's fine. So I run into the dragon, and it sends Boxia back. And I'm like, okay, Boxia's gone. He's drawing cards. He sets stuffs. I draw a card. I summon a thing. He shadow games for core for Shaddolls fusion. And he brings back his beast. I got worried at this point because since beast provides a 2-card advantage, I was really afraid. But thankfully he didn't actually draw a monster, but he did draw fairies. Which when I attack here, you'll see that he burns us both for 600 to get rid of my creations. And I'll take 300 from the battle damage. Okay, now I accidentally set this here. I meant to summon this, but misclicks, you know? So he kills Chi when RIP. So I crash, get my other Chi from grave, and then I grab a Zefra from deck, and then go into my original play of a Yahtzee, and I blow up the back row. It's El Shaddolls, just great. He uses double beast for a window. I bring out this. I pop this to try to pop that. This goes away. I search a path. I activate the path. I set Book of Moon and path. He proceeds to activate Shaddolls fusion, and then I use Book of Moon on my Yahtzee. And now, since I don't have an extra deck monster, he doesn't have a way to fuse from the deck. So he has to reveal his hand and his extra deck. So he has a bottomless and an El Shaddolls. Okay. So I make Metaphys knowing it's going to get bottomless. And I just take the window. Now I shouldn't have negated Windows effect. That was an accident on my part. Because if he had drawn another Shaddolls fusion, I would have been screwed. So he sets his warning. And then I'm going to grab my pendulum scale. And I'm going to set them, and then he's just going to give up. And he had typed in chat that my deck was OP. But he said it in German. So it was pretty cool. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. It's been Crunchman 2.0 for Team Hostile, and we'll see you next time, I guess.